Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with the second part of Campaign 2, Critical Role, The Mighty Nein. I still haven't quite figured out exactly how I'm going to do this yet, but there is obviously quite a demand for it. People are loving it. I feel like this is getting more views than my Vox Machina videos did, which is kind of funny in a way, I guess. I mean, it kind of branched off from that, but I mean, it's not there yet, but in less than 1 week, it has cracked 5,000 views, where I feel like my Vox Machina video didn't even crack 5,000 views in the first week. Either way, I'm happy that you're into it because I am as well. I hate when I'm really into things and no one else is. There's been several things on my channel. You could go back throughout the last 3 years. It's been 3 years since I started. I tried several things, maybe several dozen things over the years, and I love doing them and they just don't catch on. I tried doing like a movie of the week. I barely cracked 100 views for like the first 4 episodes. And I was like, all right, not doing this anymore. I feel like you got to build an audience before you start certain things. And I guess since I built a Vox Machina audience, this kind of works. And it's something I actually really enjoy. I've never done before. It's something I'm kind of learning as I go along, but I love learning things. If you don't know me, I love throwing myself into shit that I'm unfamiliar with and kind of just feeling around and kind of learning as I go. It's very helpful when you guys in the comments say stuff. I take any kind of help I could get, basically. But if I go in blind, I go in blind, and I'll kind of figure it out as I roll, especially if I'm into it. And this is definitely something I'm very, very into. So for right now, I'm just going to roll with where we ended. We ended at exactly the 47-minute mark. Just by coincidence, it wasn't intentional that I ended at a minute mark. That is the second Ashley Johnson introduced her character and stopped talking. As soon as Matt Mercer started talking after that, I paused it and we talked. We did our after chat thing. I feel like what I'm going to do is do about 30 or 40 minutes. Maybe we'll go to an hour and a half. If we do that, there will be about an hour and 45 minutes left. And maybe what I'll do is I'll live stream that Friday or Saturday. That's what I'm thinking. You guys in the comments, like, we're working together on this. We're all going to work together and we're going to formulate a plan, because honestly, it's so hard to do. Some episodes I looked through the campaign. I didn't watch it, but I looked at the timestamps. Some of them are under 3 hours. Some of them are over 4 hours. It's hard to come up with a specific routine that would work because everything's all over the place. It isn't like TV shows where this episode's 42 minutes and this one's 43 minutes. That's easy to manipulate. We'll talk in the comments. We'll figure it out. I think that's how we're going to do episode 1, because this is part 2 of episode 1. And I'm still barely going to get halfway through this 3.5 hours. You guys let me know if that works for the first episode. And then maybe what we'll do is in the live stream this weekend, when we finish out episode 1, we'll discuss, we'll all brainstorm together and we'll come up with something. And then if that doesn't work, we'll change it up next week. All I know is we've got a lot of people on board with this. You guys also let me know. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I love using the headset with the mic. And I do have a separate microphone that I bought, a very expensive microphone, but I set it up and I feel like it picks up a pin dropping, and I know I can adjust it and stuff. I don't know. I'm just like so old school. I love using the headset with the mic, and I feel like it sounds good enough. And I don't have to worry about anything. No matter where I do or how animated I am, the mic's right here. If I have a mic here, I feel like I got to be like this and remember that I got to talk into the mic. And if I go like, oh my God, oh, and I go like this, now it's going to sound distorted. This is cool. I don't know. And I just hit it. See, when I do that, though, it sounds crappy. Either way, you guys let me know. But last we saw, let's just quickly recap because I was so confused at the end. I don't think a lot of you realize that the reason I was able to get Ashley and Talzin's character introduction in is at about the 20-minute mark. Go look, there's a quick little cut where I chopped out the middle 10 minutes. I was like, if I keep going, this is going to be an hour-long video. I watched it myself, but I cut that out and I just kind of put the character introductions in. That's why it was under 30 minutes. I watched the first 47 minutes, in case you guys are wondering, because that might be confusing to people. You'll be like, wait, if you're at the 47-minute mark, how come your other video was only 27 minutes? It's because I knocked 10 or 15 minutes out in the middle, but I watched it. It was just like things that I felt weren't vital and I was much more into getting all the character introductions into one solid episode. The only thing I'm afraid of is by using full videos, I'm afraid at some point I'm going to have problems with copyright claims and stuff like that. So far I haven't, but I feel like at some point I will if I put too much into a YouTube episode. So we might also go to Patreon. Maybe we'll put sections of episodes on Patreon. That way we're not bombarding YouTube with every minute of every second of the campaign. I don't know. Like I said, we're going to have to talk about all that in the live stream this weekend. I won't be sure until tomorrow or Thursday when I could do it, because I'm going down the shore to do a real estate deal with my father tomorrow. So I won't be around tomorrow. I probably will be back Thursday night. Probably Friday or Saturday we'll do the live stream. Either way, quick recap. This is Sam, not the hero. I think it's not the hero. I know it's not, but I feel like it's not the hero. Over here, we got Ashley Johnson, and it's Yasha, I believe. Below her, kind of to the side, is Beauregard, and that is Marisha. Above there is Talzin, and it's Mollymuck, I believe is the pronunciation. In the middle is who I thought was Matt Mercer the entire video, until I did my little thing at the end where I was like, who is who? And then I realized Matt Mercer isn't here. Unless Matt Mercer is the tall, pinkish, ogre-looking thing all the way to the side, Matt's not in this. But does that not look kind of like a Matt Mercer animated thing? Either way, it's Caleb. It's Liam's character. Caleb in the middle, and he's got a tiny little pet cat. Almost looks like a tiger. I wonder if it could grow to the size. Something about it, it looks too cutesy, like a cute little cat, and that could just be it. But I feel like it might grow into like a violent tiger, or maybe it doesn't now, but maybe at some point it will. I just feel like that's too cute and adorable a cat to not turn into a violent, ferocious tiger. Next to him is Travis, whose name is Fjord. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's Fjord. I thought he said Ford, like a Ford truck. It still could be pronounced like Fjord. I'm not sure. I got to hear him say it again because I didn't notice the spelling until after. And I'm like, oh, I think I said Ford. And it still might pronounce that way, but I think it's Fjord or Fjord. I don't know. We'll figure it out. My second favorite, because not right now, just because Sam is Sam, and I love little creatures, and I like the color combo with the goblin look, but I got to admit, Laura as Jester is a close second, maybe right now, tied. So is Talzin's Mollymuck. They're all interesting in their own ways. I just lean towards the tinier characters. I don't know why. My whole life, I always either went for the giant, hulkish characters or the tiniest, like, cutest little sprite-like characters. Right now, they're my favorite. And especially the little tiger. I don't know the tiger's name. Caleb, Liam's character, I don't know what his little tiger is. Let's just jump in. All we saw on the end of the last one was the character introductions, and that's how I know all their names. I'm just going to spitball this real quick. I feel like Talzin always picks evilish type characters, so to speak. I don't know how you'd word it, but like Percy had some violent side to him that none of us really knew about until it came out. I can't help but think that Mollymuck has that look too. I have to see Mollymuck in action. Maybe Mollymuck just is judged badly because of how he looks. I'm assuming Mollymuck is a dude. I don't know. I gotta learn more about him before I could weigh on how I feel about them. But right now, just based off of what we did, I feel like all the tiny guys are my favorite. Mollymuck, Not the Hero, and Jester. This one, Ashley Johnson's got me the most curious though, because she made it a point to be like, she is very pale skinned, like super pale skin. I almost feel like she could be a vampire or something. She also made it a point to say she's got 2 different colored eyes, but I see at least one other person that has different colored eyes in Beauregard. So let's just jump in. We'll see how far we get. We'll talk after. I've already done over 10 minutes of this crap. So you guys want to be way ahead on all the stuff I do on the channel, seasons ahead on all the shows, and hundreds of exclusives you will only see on Patreon. Check the link at the end. There is at least a dozen shows that have not even popped up on YouTube yet that are pretty much close to done or halfway done and haven't even been seen. So go check it out. If not, here we go. Campaign 2, Part 2, Episode 1.
Slowly move from table to
I'm
table
also turning it up. I realized it was really low last time.
And then leaving a slip of paper.
I'm going to keep it like,
the next table.
You guys feel free to critique anything because we are
not leaving a slip of paper,
going with the flow on this. I'm literally just...
Your eyes meet what looks to be 2 tables with a very motley crew of individuals that are both kind of awkwardly avoiding their own tension and currently trying to figure you out.
Can I tell if where are they in the dispensement of the coin? Can I tell they have a little coin on them? Did I catch any of that?
They've completed distribution.
I feel like Talzin throws me off when he doesn't have crazy colored hair. He looks just like a dude. I'm not used to it.
I don't believe I've ever seen a group of people more in need of a good time in my entire life. Monomock Tifi of the Fletchling and Moondrop Traveling Carnival of Curiosities.
What?
If there was ever a group of people that needed
I
a good
just
time
love him more now.
to go out,
He's a traveling
have a
carny
laugh,
guy.
see things that you have never seen before, and my God, take my word for it, 1 month's time, people will be buying your ale to hear the tale of what you saw at the Traveling Carnival of Curiosities.
I've heard that carny is a bad term. Is that true? I heard people don't like the word, so I'll stop using it just in case. He's a traveling carnival act.
Have a flyer.
It's just 5 copper. At steel, it's 5 silver. It would be a steal. 5 gold, worth every penny. But
Listen to him. He's a talker, man.
we would.
But is he scamming, or is he actually just like a wheeler dealer performer?
Do you perform?
I'm less of a performer and more of an intermediary for these parts. I do on occasion perform.
All right. Forget that then, because I said
I'm
I'm
performer.
going to ask if you read fortunes. Can you do one now?
I knew you were going to ask that.
Oh my gosh, you're so smart.
That's what they tell
Look
me.
at this guy. He knows everything. I don't.
I'm going to sit down at the table.
Okay.
I dig what Laura's doing, but is that like a trait of a tiefling, or is she just very talkative, energetic?
As Adeline goes, Miss, can I get you a drink?
Yes, can I have a drink, please? Just some ale.
Coming right up. Any
Ashley's a drinker again. I love that Ashley has drinker characters.
It's kind of true. Just a big.
Husseldorf then.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back. And she wanders off.
Well, who has coin for a fortune?
Do you know my name?
What is your name?
Jester.
I know your name now.
What is your name?
Oh, my name is Molly to my friends, and we're friends now, aren't we?
Like, I almost feel like her character is
Molly.
easily manipulated based on her attitude, or is it an
Yasha,
act?
she's the charm.
Hi, Yasha.
Yasha. Hello. Yasha.
Now, would anyone like a fortune read?
I would love one.
Do you have coin?
Yes. How much
See, I
do you
don't think
want?
we heard Ashley's
2
name.
copper. Okay, I just got
I
2
just
copper.
saw it in the credits, and I was like, did I forget it?
Mark down your 2 copper.
I am taking this in. All right.
Maybe we didn't know Molly Muck either.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, really?
I know they introduced Talzin and Ashley. I don't remember the names,
Small set.
but they were in the thing when I looked it up, and I was like, maybe I forgot.
Table.
Either way, we know them.
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
He's really quite good. You all should line up and get your fortunes told.
Let's
Look at Ashley.
Okay, so you get a
I love Ashley's
brief conversation.
behavior right
Pretty
now.
solid read to the excitability, the eagerness, the exorbitant interest in just getting in your face that this person wants. Any fortune you tell would probably suffice. Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check.
See, Ashley, as compared to Laura, Laura's like so over the top, energetic. Ashley is like aggressive and stern.
And you feel pretty confident that her eyes are locked onto your eyes at the moment and not the deck as you set up a proper reading. And the cards are shuffled, they're set, you place them before you, and you may give your fortune.
I'm gonna just keep my eyes open for any tricks of the hand. sleight of
Yeah, I
hand,
think they're
just-
shysters.
Okay.
I think they're like a traveling active scam artist, but we're gonna be friends with them.
14.
I hope.
All right, everything seems pretty above board.
Your first card, the Silver Dragon. This is good. You're pure. You're of virtue. You are a worthwhile and wonderful human being, obviously, or creature of some repute.
That's what everyone always tells me.
That's true. And heading towards the anvil.
What is that?
And is a destiny forged.
And they both are tieflings, correct? So I feel like that's
in your
a
future.
personality trait, that they're very boisterous, talkative
we
people.
did just defeat a really big snake, so maybe there's even bigger things coming up, you know?
Can I make another roll?
Sure.
Ashley
Sleight of hand.
confirmed worst hype man ever.
But it's interesting. Like, see how she's laughing? That's
Easy enough.
her character,
Even
though. I
the
like
discerning eyes
it.
at the table,
Worst
you
hype
are-
man
you
because
are
she's
on top of your
very
The serpent card appears. Of
like
course you did.
stern.
Oh my gosh! do that?
I saw the cards. I'm just simply a vessel of higher powers.
DM. While everybody's watching this shit happen, may I cast Detect Magic?
Well, everyone's watching this shit
You
happen.
may. You kind of lean back and subtly begin a brief muttering of an incantation. Your fingers kind of wash through the air with a faint silver gleam across your fingertips. Nothing magical shows up in the immediate vicinity.
Will you ask the cards if I'm going to find them?
He's bullshitting her.
If you're going to find her,
Him.
give me a little bit more. Who is this him that you're looking for?
I'm looking for my dad.
14?
Just
Looking for her
fumble
dad.
for a second, but the card still finds its way through without issue.
Liam looks like
Pushing through.
pissed off about this, or like maybe he just doesn't trust Talzin, so he's looking like he doesn't trust him.
You've already found the clue you're looking for. You just don't know what it is yet.
Really?
Apparently. That's what the cards are saying.
Oh, wow.
It's right in front of you.
Does it say how long ago I found it? Because that's...
Sadly, I don't have that sort of specifics. That's much more expensive.
that's
Much
gonna
more
take a
expensive.
lot of thinking.
This
Well,
is
you find us at
a
the
lot
show,
of
you'll find
tarot
us
card
sometime.
fortune tellers.
That'd be
Sorry
more
if you are one and you're
I can't
legit,
wait.
but a lot are
It's so much
scammers.
fun.
So much fun.
Yasha, at this point, the barmaid, Adeline, comes up and hands you...
There's been a guy that lives in my town
Ordered
that does
ale.
fortune readings
Thank you.
for like 30
Amazing.
years. He owns Mercedes and Cadillacs, and we went once, and he goes, well, I'm not very accurate, but I could kind of put you in the right direction.
Circus too.
No.
What?
I do not. I just, I put it up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You're like
The tent.
a roadie.
Yeah.
It's a big tent. It would take a lot of work.
I put up the stage. I move things around. I'm very strong, but I don't do anything in the show.
Some of our
Very
acts are
strong,
more
pale
complicated,
as shit.
performers who are
I
not,
think she's a
the
frickin'
traditional
vampire.
variety can make some of the locals get a little shifty, if you know, and it's good to have a few people around who are capable of keeping issues contained.
Yeah, is that why it
frightened
says
people.
no admittance to the elderly? You
Oh,
don't want to
yes.
deal with those riley elderly.
Ill.
Or the ill.
Or is it that you feel bad
Well,
ripping off
elderly,
old
though?
people?
Ill kind of makes sense, but elderly.
We cannot be held responsible for anything that may happen to someone who is ill or infirmed.
I think it's because you feel
exciting-
guilty robbing
Impressive show.
sick
Yeah,
people
people
or
die.
old people.
Watching it.
Really?
Yeah,
Just
it's
from
that
excitement?
exciting. Just from excitement.
Wait, they died in the
That's
show
what I was
or
gonna
from
say.
watching?
Yeah,
You
it's
could
like
say
heart
it's
attack.
so exciting
I'm
that
getting so
you'll have a heart
excited.
attack.
Oh man,
Crap fire.
we gotta get so wasted.
When is it? How long is it? When is it?
Well, it is actually the day of Grissom, and your first show is tonight.
His first show is tonight.
Well, we have plans tonight.
Hey.
Do you stinky people want to come with us?
Kaylee, we don't have any plans tonight. I guess we
So
could
Jester
go
has
on
no
like-
filter, but is very sweet. Because you don't call them stinky people, but she said it in a sweet way.
Beer for the people who do see the show, so that you can hear all about it and pay
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, we can go.
This is going to be so much fun.
Regardless if it's a scam or not, I'd check it out because it's interesting and it's our
Look at
people.
all these friends we're making here. This is a good city.
See, she seems very easily manipulated, or is it an act?
Well, you are all the most charming people I've
She seems
met,
like
and
everything is just
yes,
sunshine and
I finished
rainbows,
my beer.
and I dig it. But I feel like she's gonna get taken.
Well, we better be getting on.
Yep, nice to meet you all. You're so wonderful.
Charm, pure charm. See you tonight.
And as they get up and leave you, Yasha just downs her entire ale, slams on the table, and both. of them
I
walk
love
out,
how
passing
she's like
couple
a
more
massive
flyers and
drinker
off
again.
tables, and then exit out into the rest of the day's sun beyond your sight.
She was awesome.
She didn't say much.
That's why I liked her.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Did you see that cool thing she had going on
Oh,
on
yeah,
her
that
chin?
was rad.
That's interesting. I wish I would have thought
cool.
of something like that. Today.
Yeah, I mean, you could maybe do something like that in time. Just like wait, so maybe you.
She doesn't
Ow,
know.
I just like
can't do
threw
it
myself
tonight.
so
no.
hard back.
Yeah. Wow.
I
Cool.
They-
What you guys want to do now?
feel like Laura is doing so much of the talking. We haven't heard anybody else really do anything. I mean, I'm fine with it because I like Jester.
You're superstitious. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not superstitious
You-
at all.
Sure.
Why?
I mean, I like kind of what he was
Yeah.
working in was kind of like he was kind of doing a little shit like he. He's
Marisha
smart guy.
reminds me of
He's
someone
smart
that's
guy.
high as
No, not
shit.
yet, no.
She acts like she's like high, like she
I'll
can't
be right back.
communicate her words or something.
on the break.
But I
Go on the
dig
break,
it.
go
It's like an
ahead.
interesting way to
Hey,
communicate.
Matt.
Yes?
Dungeon
It's almost like a
Master.
surfer dude
Are
she's
they-
being like.
they're wearing what they described. They're not wearing any cloaks or anything right now, are they?
She has a small. Actually, both of them have small cloaks, kind of over the shoulders.
Do I
Beauregard.
recognize those cloaks?
No, you do not.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Why would you recognize?
Yeah, why would? That's an interesting question.
Maybe I saw something. I don't know.
No, you do not.
I don't think
see them
Matt.
last night.
Matt's got to know what he's getting at because Matt knows their backstories. But I feel like Sam's cloaks.
Also, for the record, there was nothing magic about that. Maybe he's good at reading people, but that was not magic.
Oh,
How do you know?
Caleb knows everything about magic. He's been even teaching me some. He's real good. You should see him. He can.
No.
Caleb, are you
Wait.
going to go to the academy?
Caleb looked like he quieted
He could if he
Sam.
wanted to. He's
Like,
really good at magic.
don't say too
He can
much.
Make a cat appear and disappear whenever he wants.
Really?
Is that true?
A cat?
Where is his cat?
You watch as just beneath.
Oh my
the
God, we're
table,
gonna meet the
this
cat.
Orange, kind of patchy tabby, kind of leaps up onto the.
What's his name? I'm so excited. This is the only name I don't know yet.
His name.
Or her name.
Well, it is a he.
Oh.
It's
Frumpkin.
Cat Frumpkin.
Frumpkin.
That I did not see. Frumpkin.
Call him Lumpy.
You can call him Frumpkin.
Can I call him Lumpy? No, you could call him Frumpkin. Yeah, he probably worked really hard on that name, and then you just want to name him Lumpy?
That was a little show gift from Marisha, so this is Frumpkin.
Lumpy is an interesting nickname for
That's
Frumpkin,
not all
though.
he could do. Caleb, tell
I
him
was
all the
thinking
stuff
pumpkin,
he can do.
Frumpkin.
Really impressive.
Sometimes less is more.
I can do things too.
With magic?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like,
Not to me, not to me.
They're both tieflings. I feel like she should be able to pick up on
Okay.
things Talzin's
I'm going
doing.
to use thaumaturgy, and I'm going to make all the windows in the place like open up really fast, like crash open.
Okay, you watch as
Thaumaturgy?
windows slam open with a sudden burst of wind, and all the various bits of torchlight that light the deeper, kind of more shadowed corners of the room suddenly darken and flicker. The music.
See, if she could do shit like that, I would expect Talzin's got
Everyone
crazy
kind of
shit too.
holds their position and kind of
Being a
glances over
tiefling.
at the table we are all sitting.
Jester, don't you remember us talking about keeping a low profile?
You're right, I'm sorry. I use thaumaturgy and I close all the windows.
Thaumaturgy. Thaumaturgy.
They all slam
I use it and
shut
shut them all. Yeah, that's
The
good.
light
Don't draw
flickers
attention.
and
Let's do it
brightens back to its
twice.
normal place. Everyone.
Yeah!
See, I think she's playing the role of a very naive young person, like maybe like
One, like-
20s, teenage years.
One really
I don't know. She's being very
crotchety
naive
looking guy
and
is like early 50s,
almost-
with like a super underbite, probably missing most of his teeth. Just goes.
stupid, so to speak. Not to be mean, but I like her. I'm digging it. I like her still.
I telepathically tell Frumpkin to jump up and sit in the lap of the woman in the monk's robes who just made a big scene and hopefully keep you occupied with being kinked.
Okay. As soon as you sit down, Pumpkin leaps into your lap and starts like purring and rubbing up against your hand.
Marisha. So Marisha is Beauregard. Beauregard? Who's that girl right there with the staff? It looks like she's got like a bow staff. She's probably a martial artist. I
Is this
dig
a
it.
real cat, or is
Oh,
this like
no.
a fake cat,
What do you mean a fake cat?
like a magic cat?
He's
See,
supposed to be
she
a
asks
cat
and
a
talks like
magic
she's
cat.
high as shit. But I dig that too. I love that she's playing. Oh,
Could you put him over there?
Are you?
is he allergic?
Frumpkins?
Just
You're allergic to Frumpkins.
He's a magic cat. How can you be allergic to a magic cat?
pretty sure he's a real fucking cat.
He's one of those hyperallergenic magic cats.
I
Aww,
don't know what the 5th edition rules are for.
for cat danger.
As far as you know right now, yeah, he's having an actual allergic attack. A minor one, but
I walk away a little bit from Ford.
Was that improv off the cuff? Or was it in his storyline that he was allergic to cats? Why would you want to be allergic to cats? I feel like that's a
And so is
problem, being as your
Archer fellow?
band member has one.
Well, a little.
Yeah, I mean, he's learning. He's getting really good at it.
Trying to learn more.
Yeah, you should have seen him. He disguised himself the other day, and it was like,
Thanks, Jester.
Yeah.
She's better at it than I am. We're trying to make our way up to the academy to get a little bit more learning done.
Well, he's going to learn. I'm not.
And he's got a Texan drawl, and he's the half orc.
Well, yeah, it's the place to be.
He's got an interesting
Yeah, I mean,
blade.
What's what? I'm sorry.
Why
what
is it covered in
academy are we
water?
talking
Why
about?
is water dripping from Travis's sword?
Solstice?
Soltris.
Soltris.
Yeah, that's one.
Soul Train Academy.
Soul Train Academy.
It's a very fancy place.
You
They
know
teach
it.
you magic.
I have heard of it.
And you have arcane talents as well.
Yeah.
Why?
How long have you had yours?
I love that we're not in game. We've rolled one time, I think,
I
or
studied when
maybe
I
a
was
couple in the
younger,
middle.
and then I gave it up for a while. I've picked it up again recently, so it's all book learned though.
Wow, that's cool.
This was a good way to go for your first, like...
She's still playing with
camp.
Frumpkin.
This is kind of therapeutic. It's kind of making me feel better. Just about life in general.
And he sneezes.
He reads lots of books, Caleb does. He's very smart.
They should switch like musical chairs. Have Marisha go sit in the bottom so Travis doesn't get allergic to Frumpkin.
I mean, in a little while.
Can I see one of your books?
Well, and I sort of pull apart the lapels of my coats. I have a book in what modern day people might think of as holster straps, but there's a book hanging here, and a book hanging
Ancient
here.
people would call it a holster as well.
Big eye cats. Bap, bap, bap.
Holster
Right
straps?
here.
So he's
I have these, but these are
yet again
I'm
wields
here,
guns?
so
Is
I
that
don't-
for
I don't
guns?
share.
Holster straps? Why would you have holster straps?
No, I just I like to read.
I mean, oh, that's right. Talzin was the gun
And
guy.
I'm-
So
I'm
Liam
a
might have
little-
guns, maybe.
I'm a bit of a self-starter, so I have to find. Good luck at the academy. That's rough, I hear.
Well,
Do you know anything about it? I mean, because we're just going up.
Just
We know it's
beginner's
like
luck.
rich people that go there. We have to find a way to get you in.
Right.
Yeah.
all I know is how hard it is to get into.
Yeah.
You don't have a lot of money then?
Well,
No.
we had more.
But then we lost it. But then
Somebody
we got it
has
back.
a gambling problem.
Somebody has a gambling
Which
problem.
one?
What's the name of it again?
It is the
The Queen.
Crick Queen's Call.
Crick Queen's Call. Have you played it?
No, I haven't.
Don't.
I'll teach you
Don't.
to play. It's so much fun.
It's a game?
Yeah.
Cards?
Yeah.
All right. I might like to know that.
See, the fact that they're both tieflings and both deal with cards
Yes, I would
and
like
talk
to
a
know
lot,
that.
I feel like they're
Okay.
like shysters by heart, but she just went the way of like a sweetheart. I don't know. I'm trying to just spitball ideas that I'm trying to get from them.
Okay, it's 3. You draw 3 cards. Well, I give you 3 cards. So you'd use 3 d6s.
3d6s.
Yeah.
Got one.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
Sam.
not you. I have one of each dice.
Jeez.
Oh my god, she does look like she has a million
So
die.
hide your roll from me because we can't know. Okay. So first you have to ante up. How much coin do you want to put in?
I'm out.
See, I feel like tieflings are geared to play gambling games and card games and take your money
How much do you want to
or
front
whatever they can.
I will give him.
Low.
I will give you a silver piece.
A silver. Okay, this is great.
Thank you, Caleb.
Okay, I put
Thank
the
you.
silver
I
down
wish
too.
I had more.
Okay. Am I doing this right?
So far?
Okay. Now I'm going to give us 3 cards.
Uh-huh.
So we both roll.
Uh-huh.
But we can't see.
I'm digging it, even if it's a scam.
Okay.
Don't say that's good. You gotta
Oh,
bluff.
I'm bluffing.
Bluff. Yeah.
How do you know I wasn't? Okay.
She was
I'm
bluffing.
gonna
Yeah.
change one of my cards.
I don't think she was
No, wait,
bluffing.
no,
I think
wait,
she.
There's rules.
Yeah, without
Okay.
you seeing.
Just let a hand check.
12 plus 8, so that's 20.
Make a perception check.
No, he totally did it. She totally did it. This is really hard, Sam.
Yeah.
You're only an hour and a half in.
This
Yeah.
is my only skill, guys.
But you know that's my skill too.
Oh shit!
What'd you
So I'm gonna try to do it as well, because that's my skill as well.
Well, first off, what'd you roll for?
I did not notice him doing it.
Okay, yeah. So you get to re-roll one of the dice.
Okay.
Okay, so
For
I'm
free.
gonna try to re-roll one of mine
I
for
have to
free
take
too.
whatever it was.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right. Go
gonna
ahead. So
re-roll
make a
mine.
sleight of hand check.
Oh, right.
So they did sleight of hand to change one of their die
You
rolls,
notice her?
We'll roll perception.
Nope.
and then they're rolling for perception to see if they notice the other
No.
doing
Okay.
sleight of hand. I like it.
Roll.
So everyone's trying to pull one over.
The best hand you can get is 3 of a kind. Then after that, it's a straight,
A straight. Yes.
a high straight,
Mm-hmm.
then
A
a
low
low
straight.
straight.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's if you get all evens, or if you get all odds, and then it's 2 of a kind, and then it's nothing. It's just high card. Okay, but now
right,
we put
I dig
in
it.
a second amount.
It's kind of like
You
Let
can
It Ride.
up
If you
the
guys have ever
ante,
gambled, I used to be a
and you
major,
get
major
one more
gambler.
card.
Sounds like Let It Ride, but with
Wait.
die.
You can put in more money, and then I deal you a different card. You get to give some cards back, a card back, and I deal you another card.
Should I? Caleb, do you have any more?
Because you saved my life.
So far, this
I
is a
have one
legitimate
more
gambling game.
One more silver.
But they are
Keep it
using
low
sleight of
because
hand and
you're
stuff,
only
but
doing
it's a
one.
legitimate
I only
game.
Put in 1 silver too.
So it's a 4 silver pot currently.
Yes.
So-
And now give one of your dice back.
I
whichever
love
one you don't
gambling,
want.
guys. I gambled
And roll
for
it again.
like 10 or 15 years
So
of
you
my
get to
life.
re-roll.
I made a good
Okay,
amount of money doing it, but
Okay.
it was too
You
stressful.
get to re-roll one as well.
I don't want to reroll any.
Okay.
Okay. Now you show what you got, and we'll see who wins.
I got a pair of 4s.
That's pretty
I got
shitty.
3 5s.
3 5s.
So I
I
think
draw
all
my
this-
short sword.
I immediately grapple him.
Make an athletics check. You make.
See, so Sam, that's kind of dirty of Sam because Sam used sleight of hand too, and now he's just being a sore sport.
Oh, 14.
So the female goblin draws a short sword. You reach out to grab, and she slips out of your grasp and is now holding the blade at the edge of the table.
You're cheating. Somehow you're cheating.
Not. That's fine. That's fine. She won the 2 silver. My 2 silver pieces.
It's just
We'll
2
just leave it
silver
at that. We don't-
pieces,
that's-
and
I'm
she.
sorry.
That's okay. She's very jumpy
I'm sorry.
sometimes.
I'm sorry.
You can understand. You know, we have been living in the woods for a long time. Every time
My
we
2
come here,
favorite characters
any
so
place
far,
like
and they're
this, we're
already
attacked,
pulling
jumped
swords on
forward,
each other and
so I
cheating each other.
apologize
I
on
was
behalf of
stupid.
my
I'm
friend.
sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Just don't do it again.
Yeah,
But I'm sorry I took all this money from your friend.
That's making it worse.
If I was Jester, I'd be like, you know what? Keep your money. This is. I don't want hard feelings. It's only 2 silver, and you're all on the same team, kinda.
Tell you what, I'll give you none of it back. I can't. That's no. Okay,
No,
here's
I
one
ins- I
silver
insist.
back.
I
Really?
insist.
Okay, but I insist all the
No,
way
I
back.
Give
Sorry.
half back. Be fair.
Alright,
Give
fine,
half,
fine,
like she
thank
said.
you.
All right, fine. It's mine. Thank you. She just gives in so quick. It is cute. I like it.
Trosts for both our tables,
Somebody in the
please.
comments said Trosts are like beer. Round of Trosts. And right there, it was pretty much explanatory, but I did not know it before.
Not Buchbaum.
On brand it is.
Von Brandt it
Presley
is.
stuck to taking a guy's money in a training game.
Right?
That's
Yeah.
Oh wait, is that bad?
Well, you know.
Oh. Well, I only learned like last night, you guys.
What is a training game?
just meaning when she was teaching. her
People
the-
took
her the
my
game.
money when I was learning.
It's fine.
They're trying to say you were teaching Sam the game
Another round
and
of
took
applause.
his money. You should have let him have like a freebie round to understand. Because honestly,
We feel slightly worse.
he had one of the worst hands. I feel like he could have done much better if he fully understood the
You're
game.
still silverback. Don't worry about it, man.
She's just a couple of wild and crazy guys.
I'm really liking it. Wild and crazy guys. That's SNL, Steve Martin, Dan Aykroyd, if you didn't know. And I like they're sitting next to each other. And then right now, my favorites.
Your meal's been presented for a while now. You've had the opportunity to eat most of your meal. That is actually real. That's the power of imagination.
That's
Sam.
real. You are eating in real life and in character. Bangarang! Is that going to be a word in the show? Rufio?
So you all finish your
Bangarang,
independent meals
Rufio.
and you can decide to
How long have they
continue
been watching?
conversations
I
or
don't
go
even
about
know
your
how long
business
I'm
for
in.
the day.
I just want to go.
We'll do like another 15 minutes or so. 10 minutes.
If you have no other business, you can wait until dusk.
Well, there's that board on the wall. Has anything new been posted on the board?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go ahead and take a look at it. There is one sheet that pertains to somebody in the Hills Ward looking for folks to go ahead and do an extermination run near the southern portion.
I
of
love
the
it.
East
It's
Lock.
like
Looks like there's
adventures we could go on for
looks
money
to
and
be
stuff.
A vole infestation.
Yeah, what is a vole? I love their questions are the same as mine. I read it and I'm like, what the? Oh, he's saying it.
I mean, we had to go kill rats or rodents of your regular.
That sounds interesting to me.
Princess Bride, rodents of unusual size.
Currently, it looks like there was another sheet that looks like most of it's been torn off. The rest of the board is pretty empty at the moment.
DM, did I tear that? I can't remember.
So we don't have many options, basically.
I can see, I can't remember.
Wasn't it a delivery thing?
That was what it was.
Yeah, it was to help move and load crates at one of the local breweries.
We've done that. It sucked so much.
Yeah.
You did that?
Well,
do
my
that.
mistake.
We played D&D and we moved crates for 8 hours.
We did. Yeah.
For what?
Welcome to level 2.
We said no. We said no to that job. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well, we get bored pretty easily.
Yeah.
We did, however, then gamble with the other workers and then Jester.
More money.
Yeah,
Well, I lost
Jester
it, but he made so much.
made a lot of money. Yeah.
Maybe not out loud say that.
Nah.
Just a
Oh,
thought.
that's right. We probably
See, I don't know if Laura is accidentally doing it. It's got to be intentional that she just has a big mouth.
I don't know about that. That sounds risky. I don't know.
Do you know something?
All of them are revealing a lot, though. Like, even Liam was like, that, don't say so
I think
much.
that's
Like,
not a bad idea.
To have these weirdos with us.
I can hear you.
Yesterday was a very bad day,
Yes.
and
Well, I suppose if we surrounded ourselves with weirdos, then maybe it would take some of the heat off of me.
well, yes. Bottom line, can you hang with the goblin?
Bottom line, and I touch Not's shoulder, and I cast Blessing of the Trickster.
Oh Jesus!
She's gonna kill me right
now. Any magic kills a goblin instantly. Yeah, instantly.
what?
That would be the worst character choice ever.
Wait, that can't be real. He's laughing. That can't be real. That'd be like a horrible character trait. You die.
Perfect. All right. Yeah. Okay. So there's a slight sense of kind of warmth that emanates from under her hand, and for a moment you look over and glance instinctively, ready
What
to
is
almost draw your sword again. But it seems to quicken your reflexes. You have this kind of surge of adrenaline that doesn't quite fade
You have advantage on all your stealth checks.
for the next hour.
Oh, so she helped him. Okay, I was gonna say blessing of the trickster sounds like a good thing.
Problem with goblins.
Blessing.
You guys aren't any sort of trouble, are you? No one's after you.
Because she is like all kinds of trouble.
No one is after me.
Can I make an insight check?
You may.
No one trusts anyone, and we're from as far as I know, aren't we all
13.
supposed to work? I guess we don't have to
If
work
you-
together.
If you want to go ahead and try and lie, then make a roll.
That's a 14, except -3 to performance.
I've been waiting for this for so long.
So that's an 11.
So, are you lying?
I am lying. I am definitely on the run from someone.
Yeah.
Why did Talzin say I've been waiting for the? Is it because there's a negative?
So,
It's because he got a negative number,
What's this?
or did he just want to know what Not
just
was
fascinated
running from?
by the mask.
I feel like something was on there that I didn't
Did you
understand.
make it?
That's a good fucking question. Did I make this? Did I don't make things.
No, I presume, and we discussed this a little bit, we presume it may have been scavenged from a porcelain doll.
Oh, that's cool
Cheeto.
and gross.
Cool and
What's
gross.
her name? What's her name?
The creepy doll,
Creepy
Oh,
doll.
yeah, the
Annabelle,
Annabelle.
from the movies, or is it in?
Yeah. No, don't say that. I don't want to see art with you with Annabelle face.
Too late.
The internet's running with that
Check
now.
your Twitter.
Check your Twitter.
It seems we have all day. What were your plans?
Not much. We were going to sample the Trosts, the different Trosts, and I wanted to maybe do some book browsing. Nothing
What's a
major.
trost?
Brewery tour!
It's
It's ale.
It's ale.
Oh, we just can't go
what
by
they
the
do here.
bombok.
Yeah.
Well,
What
there's
happened with the bomb box?
there are
It's,
two
uh,
others to choose from here.
Yeah.
They're who we loaded crates for. And
They're
then we kind of swindled their
who we sort of
employees.
The bomb
Make
box.
the best terms.
No.
Which one is
So much talk
the
of
the one
drinking
that
and
everybody
beer
knows
and
is
ale?
got the
I love it.
blessing of Frida Lange and
Is that the
Starosta
Von
here.
Brandt?
No, that is actually the Bombach.
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, the Starosta is kind of tied with the Bombach
Right,
family.
right.
Right.
We're
That's the-
imaginary
Ah.
snobs.
That's the one you need.
I
Those are the people that
no,
we've
I'm just
become.
saying the one
I
that
feel
is
like with
central
Matt's
to the end, like
facial
that's the
expressions,
blessing
there's
of
something
the-
up
of
in the
big
future with the
cheese
bomb bucks and the starastas, whatever he said.
Well, why do you need it?
here. We don't need it. It's just pleasurable to have a trust, is what they say. But she kind of needs it.
I
But
need it. I need it.
It's a
You
beer.
need
Calms.
beer?
Why do we need a beer?
Well,
Because
for
it's
the hard
beer.
Stuff, but
I want a
what I'm
beer right
doing
now
at
because they're
this
talking
point-
about it. I just got work in a couple hours, so I can't.
Yeah, I'm sticking with this fucking accent for the next 2 years.
His Cockney accent. He's Cockney. He's running from something. He has the jitters because he pulled a sword on someone that may have scammed 2 silver from Liam. It wasn't even his money. Beer tour, then the circus. Do it.
So beer tour than circus.
But I got to say, I just, I missed those 2 people we ran into for the
Yeah, they've been
carnival.
less
Oh my
vocal because they're not
If
here.
we just, montage through a beer tour, we'll quickly get to them at the circus.
Yeah.
Are we rapid firing through a drinking tour?
To the carnival.
We can totally do that.
Oh my god, I love it. Marisha's great. When she's great because she doesn't say too much, but what she says is
We can
awesome.
do that. We'll say if you guys decide to go ahead and travel, the 5 of you, you make your way through the town for the day. You coast around the Hustledorf family brewery.
My brother lives in Pittsburgh, and the Hofbrauhaus is where we'd go when I visit.
Who runs the facility?
Famous beer,
the
Hofbrauhaus.
Hustledorf family. You avoid the Bombach, but can acquire Bombach ale from other taverns in the town, of course, and the Von Brandt family brewery.
Von Brandt, so
All of
many.
them, as soon as you say Trost, they correct you and say the family name. There seems to be they're very intent on getting rid of the name of Trost as an overall discussion of Trost brand brews and trying to make their family name like there's an offense.
They're trying to make their
Like,
family
oh,
name
Trost,
basically the
like,
word
Trost
for
is
beer.
paper. Yeah,
Like
okay.
Trost is beer, so they want their family
But you
name to
manage
be
get nice and sauced throughout the day.
synonymous with beer itself.
easy. I have one more in the first half of the day and one in the second half of
Okay.
the day. Well,
I don't have very much either.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
get-
have tons.
I get sad.
I would have
All right,
tons.
well,
I
that
don't
being
care.
the case-
I don't care if my character would get better with
No, it makes
beer
sense.
because in real life that's kind of what happens.
Well, that was crazy.
I might get more aggressive and stuff, but I get
okay.
more
You get
quick
a little woozy
and
for a while,
perceptive, if
and
that
as-
makes
as
sense.
the
Unless I
sun
have
begins to
10, then
crawl
I'm
towards
not
the
too
distant
good.
Horizon, you do not manage to allow your meal to usurp your control.
Oh, it's like the red fair.
It's a Ren
Yeah.
fair.
Oh, don't remind me.
Good times.
Dropping
Good
daggers
times.
and
But so as the day comes to a close, you're fairly tipsy. You're not fully
Great.
intoxicated. For your trip, you wanted to head to the Hillsbrook Parchment and Binding
Is
again.
that where I went the last time?
Correct, yes.
Except not as myself. So yeah, I'll go as myself.
Okay, go and make an investigation.
All right. Don't fuck me, Vax.
Vax. Wrong
That
name.
is,
That's Vax. That's Vax's dice.
Yeah, the thing about even a light German accent is that when you say Vax and Vax, it's the same shit. So, that is a 12.
A 12. You take the better part of 30 minutes or so, and you find there's a lot of books on farming techniques. There's a lot of books.
And he's
about
reading a book in
how
that.
to,
He must
to
learn a
grow,
lot.
Care for different types of vegetation, plants, various beasts of burden. You find books
Beasts
on,
of
on the different
burden.
seasons and what's best for different types of grain and wheats. You managed to pull through and find a couple of books that deal with discussion of the Menagerie Coast, that talk about the what's called the Clovis Concord. It's more of a a discussion of the political structure that maintains all the city-states there.
And the person who ran this place was an older man, right? Sipping tea. Am I remembering that
Machina,
correctly?
Sheena.
I'm sorry. You have a nice selection here.
He's being the old
do you
man
mind if I
Sheena.
ask, I haven't seen any other booksellers of any kind in town. I'm not really looking for anything on farming so much. Is there anywhere else I could look into?
If you're looking for some sort of library, your best bet is to go to Zadash up north.
Zadash. Oh.
That's where the library of the Cobalt Soul resides.
Sure,
they have all the information you could hope for.
Yes.
Bit pricier to peruse their interior unless you have proper coverage, but unfortunately, if what we have isn't what you're looking for, I can't help you.
No, it's a fine selection. Sorry. How much for this book on
Hoe technique.
hoe technique?
Jameson's hoedown. Yes, quite.
Jameson's hoedown.
That will be 2 silver pieces.
Oh, I'm very embarrassed. I'm sorry. I gave away my last 2 silver.
No, but she gave it back. Laura gave it
I
back.
gave away my last 2 silver.
Yeah, I knew it. He was lying because he doesn't want to buy it.
Maybe I can earn it back and come back later this week.
I knew he got it back. Like I said, I don't have 2 silver
What's
pieces.
your name?
My name is Caleb Widowgast.
Widowgast. I got to start remembering last
I will keep
names.
it here under the shelf. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay. Good day. Thank you.
Is this a big shop?
It's boutique. It's designed almost.
I like how the music
There's,
kicked in differently.
There's 2 cross sections, the hallways that have books across the walls, and there's a window at the end of each, and then a door on the far back.
While he was talking to the shopkeeper, I'm going to take out as many books as I can and move them around on the shelves, and then take some of them and turn them around to where they're binding his face in the inside.
So she's just a trick. Well, she's a trickster, she said. Oh my God.
Roll natural 20!
Over the period of him searching and distracting this man, you have
My God,
completely rearranged the interior of this bookstore to the point where even in the far corner, like you.
That's just
Ghostbusters
me and the
stacked
poor
in
old
center of the
man.
Room from floor to ceiling with him not even
Ghostbuster
noticing.
stack, yes.
You feel.
They had so many
confident,
references in this
A sensation
one.
of approval washes over you. All right, so
I skip out the door.
okay.
The poor old man.
You turn around from having this conversation and notice the interior is not as you last saw it, and a bit of nerves begin to brew up under you.
Great. Caleb
Frumpkin, come on.
Frumpkin.
Off we go.
And Frumpkin kind of follows up behind
Yes,
you.
Matt's got to make cat sounds now.
Love it.
I didn't even think about that till now. God damn it. All right. So as you guys have gathered at this point, the oranges and the pinks of dusk begin to peek through the quite cloudy sky. The chill
Coming up
air
to the
of
carnival.
The coming cold night, signaling the Crown's Guard to begin lighting the hanging lanterns that line the streets of Trostenwald. A renewed energy takes the streets as the sound of a fiddle seems to creep through the night air.
She's a master fiddler, isn't she?
Master fiddler. We're going to cut it there. All right, guys. So there we go. We got about 45 minutes of the actual campaign. I talked a lot in the beginning. I'm going to edit that down. It was like 11 minutes in the beginning of just me talking. The more I talk in the beginning or the end, the more I'm into a show. Because if I can't shut up and I have 50 things to say, it's because that's how in depth I'm thinking about it. So let's talk pretty quick or quicker than we did in the beginning. Just to get everything out that I remember, that I know, and then Friday or Saturday, we will do a live stream that finishes this episode. The timestamp right now is 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 40 seconds exactly. The fiddle just started playing. I don't know if it's Ashley, but I think they said Ashley's a fiddle player, but then she laughed and said no. I don't know, and I don't want to know because I'll find out when we start the live stream. But it's possible it's Ashley. Either way, we are now drunk. We stopped at a bookstore. This is what I'm thinking about Laura, because maybe she's not young, but here's my impression of them. And I might be wrong, and you guys tell me if I am, and we'll go from there. But Laura, to me, seems like some young, naive tiefling. But then I'm not so sure she's naive. I think she knows everything that's going on, and she's either trying to pull a scam, because it seems like tieflings might have that in their personality traits. Maybe it's just part of who they are. Because I feel like Talzin was doing cards and doing some sort of shyster manipulation. And Jester clearly was using sleight of hand and stuff. She's called a trickster. That's what Loki was. Loki was a trickster. And we know what Loki did. And if you didn't, go watch something about Loki. How do you not know who Loki is? You know Loki. She's a trickster. Is it that she's naive and young? Or is it that she's just going with the flow? She lives her life. She just does whatever the hell she wants when she wants to do it. Based on what she did in the bookstore at the end there, I kind of am led to believe that she just does what she wants to do and doesn't care of the consequences till it happens. I don't know. I mean, that was funny. It was funny that she rearranged the whole bookstore. She rolled a natural 20. I just think it's funny that so far we've had one natural 20 in each video. We had a natural 20 in the first video, and now we had a natural 20 in this video by Laura. They are using sleight of hand against each other, cheating in this game. I said it during the video, but that game is pretty much let it ride. If you ever go to a casino, I used to gamble all the time. I said it also during the video. 10 or 15 years of my life, I hardcore gambled. I didn't live in AC, but you could pretty much almost say I did. I was there every weekend. I would stay 3 or 4 nights a week on average, go everywhere under the sun. I played blackjack, poker, roulette, craps. Let It Ride was the game that was most similar to this. In Let It Ride, it's poker with 3 cards, and this was poker with 3 die. None of them trust each other for the most part. I mean, some of them might trust, like Tal'dorei and Ashley are kind of together. Marisha was kind of siding with Jester. Liam and Sam seem like they're the best of friends because they were doing the most talking, and Liam even lent him money to play the game. Travis, I think, is on board more with Jester and Marisha. Let me know what I'm wrong about, because at this point, if it's something I should know and I'm not picking up on it, let me know, because they're just throwing so much at me. I'm trying to retain it all. That's pretty much where I'm at right now. We know all the characters. We know all the names. We met Frumpkin the cat. That is amazing. I saw the cat. I said, I hope we learn the cat. And we did learn the cat. Frumpkin. Laura wanted to call him Lumpy. Liam said no. I also like how Liam got corrected by Laura, and she's like, no, I gave you the silver back, right? And he's like, yeah, so like I said, we don't have silver. That happens to me in real life all the time, where I will be doing something that someone else doesn't know, and I'll be like, all right, I'll let you know about it. And they'll be like, no, if you need a ride, I'll take you. I'm like, no, it's cool. I'll let you know about it. No, it's like, no, I'm saying what I'm saying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice because I just want to go, or I don't want to buy it. And Laura's over there like, no, you got the money. Go ahead and buy it. So this poor old man not only didn't sell the book, he got his time wasted. And then Laura, Jester, goes and destroys, or not destroys, but rearranges his entire library. It was hilarious. They used the reference from Ghostbusters. He towered the books in the middle, or she towered the books in the middle. Great. That's literally what I thought before I even heard or read it. So great with the references. They made lots of other references too. They made a reference to Princess Bride. Usually I point them out when they happen. Whenever there's a reference, at least to me, or I think of something, I point it out. So during the episode you saw, but I feel like they're very similar to me in the sense that they've watched all this science fiction fantasy stuff, and now they're playing this game where they could live it and they incorporate their favorite moments, and I would do the same thing. Right now, we're on our way to a carnival. We're all a little drunk, not too intoxicated. I love that there is all these family breweries around, and one of them we used to work for and move crates for, and we're kind of on the outs with them. The Bumbucks, I think, Baumbucks? Bombucks. Maybe it was the Bombucks. And he said something about the Starostas, something like that. It was Starosta. Matt kind of made a face though when he said it, as if to be like, that's something we're going to have to deal with later. And Liam made a reference to Sam like, don't say too much. And Travis said the same kind of thing to them. Like, everyone's trying to keep things secret. And I mean, I guess you'd have to, but I feel like we could do whatever we want. But honestly, I feel like we try to keep this core group pretty honest and friendly with each other because we need each other. I feel like, I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing in campaign, you could do everyone dirty if you want, but I feel like in most campaigns, and I don't have a whole lot of experience at all, but I feel like you'd want to remain friends with these people and not be against them. Like when Sam pulled the blade on Jester and was like, you're cheating me. I mean, that was silly and fun, and he's a goblin, and Jester was kind of pulling some shenanigans. But I don't know. I feel like they should be more honest with each other. Maybe not in the beginning, though. I know what they're doing. I mean, I feel like I know what they're doing as best as I could. You meet new people. You don't want to immediately be like, I got a shitload of gold and I'm being chased by some guy. It would be weird. We're going to go find Talzin and Ashley. We're probably going to join up with them. They're in a carnival. Liam said that Talzin is not using magic. Mollymuck is his character. Not using magic, but something's up. I feel like tieflings are very good at manipulation and tricks. She's a trickster. So I'm assuming them as a race are that kind of people. But the rest of everyone else, like we never met the pink ogreish looking dude or girl. Oh no, it's got to be a dude because the beard, I guess. But we never met the ogre dude. We didn't get a whole lot besides the beginning from Talzin and Ashley. And Caleb seems to be the most mature and wanting to learn and accomplish a goal and not really heavily drinking. He seems to be the most mature and adult or parental-like figure of the group, whereas a vast majority of the rest are very Joker-ish and play a lot and do games. And I mean, Sam and Laura are probably the worst. And I also like them the best, which goes to show how much of a child I am at heart. So let's just end it there. You guys tell me what I've missed inside the chat. We're already over an hour. By the time I edit it up, hopefully it's less. We will do a live stream either Friday or Saturday. You guys let me know how you think we should do it. But one of those days, we're going to live stream the rest of this. We are at 1 hour, 25 minutes, 40 seconds. We have exactly 2 hours left and we'll live stream the rest. You guys want to be way ahead, full unedited episodes of all the shows on the channel, seasons ahead of what you're seeing, and hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link is in front. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.